we're going to rank the Nvidia graphics card companies along the lines of durability, the warranties that they provide, and the product range.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack.
Hey guys, this is Kevin for Pixavert.com. Now this is not a traditional benchmark video, where you look at performance and other stuff. There'll be plenty of those coming out around now for the RTX 4090, but I want to focus on assessing the brands behind the individual products. And in future videos, we might incorporate data on affordability and benchmarks. I usually do this type of research for recommendations anyway, so I wanted to share some of this stuff with you so that it can help maybe inform your choices. Now, firstly, for the newbies, a brief outline of how Nvidia markets its GPUs. There are three lines of Nvidia GPUs: the Nvidia Quadro series, which are aimed at professionals; the RTX series, which are geared towards gamers and creatives; and the GTX series, which are entry-level gaming GPUs. Now, every Nvidia graphics card is powered by a GPU, or graphics processing unit, which is designed by Nvidia and manufactured by partners such as Samsung or TSMC. The GPUs are then incorporated into actual graphics cards, which we buy in the stores. These are designed and manufactured according to specs provided by Nvidia, and there are more than a dozen separate companies who are involved in manufacturing these. Each manufacturer uses the same lineup of GPUs to come up with a variety of brands and models based on those GPUs. Therefore, we end up with 4 levels of distinction, starting with Nvidia right at the top. Then we get the board partners like EVGA and MSI. Then we get the partners' own brands like MSI's Suprim. And then we get distinct models, which are always based off the Nvidia GPUs. Now, our focus is going to be on the board partners, and we're going to focus on the top 5 of these who are active in the 40 series and where there is sufficient information to make a valid rank chart. Oh, and thanks to all those folk who took part in the surveys over the summer. That was very useful information there. Now, first of all, we'll take a look at the warranties, and I'm going to take a look at the warranties for the European area and the United States area. Now, starting off with the EU area, bear in mind this information is as accurate as I can make it, but it does change over time, and there may be slight regional variations. The longest warranty period is Zotac, which I'm stating as 5 years, but it's actually 3 plus 2 years, and I'll explain what that means a little bit later. Gigabyte comes next with 4 years, and theirs is actually 3 plus 1 year. Asus is 3 years. Nvidia Founders Edition, the ones that you get from Nvidia on their website, those ones are 3 years. And MSI, in the past, MSI used to give me information about their warranties, and it used to be 3 years or 36 months. They've recently started changing how they state their warranties so that it's not that clear anymore. You have to make inquiries. And so what I've done is to put in 2 years, which is the minimum period of warranty in the European Union. Now, companies like Zotac have warranty periods that change depending on whether you register their product or not. So the standard European warranty is 3 years. And with the 30 series, with the RTX 30 series, they brought in an extended warranty free of charge of 2 years, making a total of 5 years. And that extension required you just to register the product. So registration of products, something I strongly recommend when you get the product in the first week you own it. Just upload the details to create an account, upload the details to their account, and that allows you to put in the serial number. You can upload your receipt. And if you need to do an RMA or return merchandise authorization later on, your information is already there. Obviously, just keep a hold of the receipt and other details just in case you lose your password. But that makes life a lot easier, and it can extend your warranty as long as you do it really as soon as possible after you purchase the product. So with Gigabyte, they offer an extension of 1 year, and Asus currently, although that's ending soon, it's ending by December, I think they offer an extension of 1 year for their products. Moving on to the United States, and MSI, I've left this one blank because I don't know what it is. I think it's 3 years, 36 months. I spoke with someone at Amazon, and apparently the minimum there, if you buy directly from Amazon, apparently it's 1 year. You have to check with the manufacturer, the local office. It's probably 36 months, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, Gigabyte do offer that 3+1 period, so you get a total of 4 years. Zotac, I think it's actually 2+1, so you have to register it to get 3 years. The other guys, Asus and Nvidia Founders Edition, 3 years. That seems to be kind of the standard for graphics cards, about 3 years. I did inquire with some of the smaller companies as well, and some of those do actually apparently have shorter periods of warranty. One thing to note is that with Asus, they do specifically limit warranty cover so that it does not include damage to product that arises from cryptocurrency mining or related activities unless the model is especially designed for mining. Now, the other side of the warranty system is the RMA system, which is when you return your product for service. I did a search on Reddit, and I did a search for RTX warranty, and generally speaking, a lot of typical complaints about the delays that people experience when they're returning products for warranty service. But what really stood out was a ton of comments about Asus. So the complaints tended to focus on reasons for denying RMA or denying warranty service. So an example is someone saying a minor scratch resulted in warranty being denied. Another person complains about difficulties with repairs. No warranty on the RTX 2080 because of slightly damaged plastic shell. And it goes on. And it was really just Asus that was having this kind of like, it's almost like a meme on Reddit at this moment. One of the things that started to happen is that the users have started to comment about the possibility of rejecting products from shops if they come with minor cosmetic damage, just in case Asus at some stage refuses to repair the product because of minor cosmetic damage. And what we also have are positive experiences. This one comes from MSI. I did notice a couple of positive comments about MSI's warranty service, and it does seem that they do like to get these sorts of positive, like, customers who are delighted with the quality of service. And just to be fair, there were some somewhat happy customers for Asus as well on Reddit. I know people do, generally speaking, like to complain more than they like to boast about the quality of service that they got. And I have to say, during the research that I did, the vast majority of users were happy with their products and were happy with customer services. The vast majority of users did not have to use the RMA process. I have one validated account of a customer being refused warranty service by Asus for no reason at all. So the 3 years or 36-month warranty not provided, no explanation given. Let's move on to durability, or how likely is it that you will have to return your product for RMA, or how likely it is to stop working outside of the warranty period. So Nvidia Founders Edition, obviously the most reliable with top rank. Asus, the least reliable with the lowest rank. I would say you may conclude from this that maybe Nvidia have a better quality manufacturing process, or maybe their customers abuse the graphics cards less than other owners. You could conclude that Nvidia's Founders Edition products are less likely to be overclocked and therefore more likely to last longer than other products. It's difficult to know exactly what to make of this, but you can get a fairly strong impression of where there is resilience and quality using this kind of rank. Now, do bear in mind, these numbers refer to the last 5 years. They're not necessarily going to indicate very strongly what will happen 5 years from now, but I think they do give you some idea of where these companies stand in terms of quality right now and moving into the near future. And the final measure is going to be the range of products that they're offering, the range of new graphics cards that they're offering for the 4090 and the 4080. And we see here MSI coming out right at the top with 18. That indicates that they've done more to try to identify different segments within the market, and they're trying to tailor the products more for individuals inside of the the range of customers. With other companies, they don't seem to have put quite as much effort into this launch as they may have done with previous launches. And we also need to take into account the 4080 hasn't officially launched yet. It will be launching, I think, in a few weeks time. So very clear indication there. MSI has done quite a lot of work trying to bring different products and a huge selection to the audience. And maybe that might be an indication that they're a little bit more committed to this particular launch than some of the other companies. So in conclusion, I think we see some strong data for favoring MSI and also favoring Nvidia's Founders Edition. Nvidia would always have just the minimum number of items available on offer. They're not going to offer a huge selection. I think overall you could conclude MSI and Nvidia's Founders Edition maybe are the strongest choices. I would say Gigabyte, Zotac in the middle, Asus maybe coming in, trailing in last position. Guys, if you haven't looked at the performance benchmarks, do take a look at those. They'll give you an idea of how strong the performance is in gaming, and also how quiet some of these cards are, how good the fans are, and how good the cooling is. So take a look at some of that. If you've already seen some of that and you've made up your mind what you want to do now, hopefully this has been useful information. Just go ahead. There'll be some links in the description to some of these products. Hopefully we're not going to have a huge shortage for these products. But yeah, that's basically going to be it for this one. I hope you found that useful. If you did, hit the like button. Let me know what products you're going to be purchasing, hopefully getting your hands on for this particular launch. Guys, I'll see you in the next video.